Thrivers, Daniel McKenna here, and today we're here with the incredible Rachel Fawcett. And we're talking about the bridge to where you want to go. At the end of the day, it's all about relationships. Don't know who Rachel Fawcett is? She is the consultant of choice for Pottery Barn, Disney Kids, Home Depot, Whole Foods, and countless brands. Her website, Handmade Charlotte, has been featured in Martha Stewart Living, Better Homes and Gardens, HGTV, Huffington Post, Business Insider, and more. Today you will learn Rachel Fawcett's philosophy behind networking and how networking really boils down to solid relationships. Rachel has had some big success in this area, so figuring out her philosophy could be very beneficial to you and your business. So make sure you listen and take notes and learn the networking philosophy of the $1 Million Blogger.
Rachel Fawcett, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Clay, how are you?
I am doing great. I am pumped up. I'm here at this wood table of glory inside this beautiful forest campground / farm that you call your home.
Sure.
I just love it. And we're here to talk today about the bridge to where you want to go. At the end of the day, it's all about relationships.
Sure.
And so as we're talking about this relationships thing here, I want to just give the Thrivers a little bit of an idea about some of the relationships that you have in the industry. Because you started with nothing, but now you have a lot of relationships. So let me just review and make sure I'm not getting any of these wrong here. You have a relationship with Martha Stewart Living. You have a relationship with Better Home and Gardens. You have a relationship with HGTV. You've done some work with Target, McDonald's, Disney, Pottery Barn. How did you begin to build these relationships? I mean, talk to me about this. I mean, how did you begin to build these relationships starting from zero to where you are today?
So, building our platform from the ground up, and then the brand started reaching out to us, and because of analytics tools and things like that, they're reaching out to us, and then by simply identifying who was reaching out to us, and then in the room, in the deal kind of things, from one of the other talks that we talked about, and sending those thank yous and just how you would go about any relationship, meeting your child's friend at school's mother, just a sincere concern and interest, a sincere interest in other people's lives, specifically in some of the brands that we're working with, and just building those and proving them to who we are, telling them who we are, and then just fostering those relationships.
I feel like you treat business relationships like friendships, and like friendships there's no difference. And I don't think you say, well, that's a business partnership or that's a friend. I feel like that you merge them and they're all your friends.
I 100% do that. I really, really love what I do.
Yeah.
And our friends often have like-minded things that they're into. Like your best friend is probably into something you're into,
right.
And similar interests. And so I'm really into, publishing and working moms and all of those things. So I have a lot of common interests with the people, the brands, and the people that I'm working with behind the brands. And so
for somebody who's watching this who maybe is saying, I don't know that I believe that. I try to be professional. I'm trying to be professional. I'm going to be so professional that I kind of hide my personality and my relationships behind my professionalism, and it's not working. What would you say to that person who's just like super professional, but they never build a relationship?
These are real people. I mean, they're real people, and they go home to their apartment or to their home just like I do, and so I feel like I kind of like to connect with them. I have a true interest. I love people. And I really want to know. I just have this sort of journalist inside me that just wants to know about you, and I'm truly interested in, because everybody is so unique, so there is always some cool thing that they're into, and so I'm typically very interested in knowing that, because everybody has a unique spin, because we're all individuals. So that's fascinating to me. So that comes easy to me. So
if I'm watching this though, and I've never really gone beyond professional, to build relationships, would you recommend that kind of my action item would be to just take a sincere interest in the people I'm meeting, or what would you say is kind of like, do this? What do you think I should be doing?
Well, find some interest. Like I often will, find out where they're from. I've traveled a lot, and I traveled a lot as a kid, and I've visited, like obscure places all over the world, from like Port Pirie, Australia, which is like in the middle of the bush, and to St. Joe, Michigan. I've been to like every, like that Johnny Cash song, I've been everywhere, man. I have been to a lot of places. And even as a small child, I was very interested in, where kids went to high school there, went to elementary school even. Like I knew kids from all over the country, and like, knew kind of what was going on because I traveled so much. So I can typically find a connection, and you can too, even if you didn't, travel a ton like I did, but probably, thinking about what a commonality. If it's a female, well, there's an easy one right there. If they like basketball, if they're into sport. I did make one mistake once. It's really funny.
Oh yeah.
I was like, so what was your sport? Like, I don't know why, like, I don't even know why I said that. Like, I looked at this guy and I was like, he was kind of like a big guy and looked athletic, and I was like, so man, what was your sport? And he was like really sort of like what do you even, like, he's like, I never played sport, like whatever. It's like the only time I just went and kind of took a chance that this guy might I don't even know what that even was. I don't use that line. What's your sport, Clay? Like what? Like I don't even know where that came from.
But the thing is, you try intentionally to build relationships, and so you have over time. And I think that if you're watching this, I grew up with the mentality that to get ahead, you had to lose. Like somebody had to lose, somebody had to win. Every relationship, every business deal was like, I won the deal, you lost the deal. Negotiation. It's that spirit of like just beating everybody. Sure. But over time, I got a chance to read that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Mm-hmm. And I learned the idea that if you help people get what they want, you can ultimately get what you want. And it's trying to create win-wins and take an interest in other people.
Sure.
And without getting into all the details, I just want to tell you, if you get a chance to do a Google search of Handmade Charlotte and just check out what it is all about and all the partners and all the businesses you work with, there's no mistake. It's not by accident that you've worked with Canon and HP and Procter & Gamble, all these massive companies. It's one relationship, another relationship, and they all tie together. And it's just awesome. So I appreciate you taking the time out from your busy schedule to tell us a little bit about how to build these relationships.
Yeah, thank you so much, Clay.
Thank you, friend.